Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Titan, AKT if you're following us on social media. In this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the stock market heading into tomorrow, August 29th, Monday. But before I get into that, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Let's get straight into it. If Friday did not tell you guys that we are bearish heading into this week, I don't know what else will, but I'm going to tell you that we are bearish. Okay, we are completely bearish. I would not even think of doing calls heading into tomorrow. I will be 99% bearish. Okay, not financial advice. I'm just going to tell you guys what the charts are showing me right now, and right now we are bearish. SPY. Okay, if we're looking at the SPY, I'm going to draw this out for you guys. We have a head and shoulders pattern on the daily chart, and it is clean. Okay, we have our shoulder here, we have our shoulder head there, and we have our shoulder here. Not only that, let's draw this out. Not only that, but we also have our bearish engulfing pattern here on the daily chart. Not only that, it just keeps going, guys. It just keeps going. All right. Not only that, but we are breaking our supply. We've broken our supply and demand zone. Okay, everything about this is bearish. Okay, everything about it. I don't know what else to show you guys. Like, if this isn't enough to show you guys that we are just bearish heading into tomorrow, I don't know what else will. As of now, futures is down very bad, so I will prepare myself to enter puts heading into tomorrow. Okay, again, not financial advice. Feel free to do what you will with that information. Now, scenarios. We could get some type of sympathy bounce. Okay, we could. Okay, I've been saying it in the Discord that we could get a sympathy bounce where we relieve some pressure off the downside for a brief moment, and then we continue back down. However, seeing as how the futures market is looking, I wouldn't count too much on it. It looks like we're going to be gapping down. All right, but just to create some type of hope, we could potentially bounce off 413, 415 level. Okay, I'm really not counting on it being that high. At most, I would say 410, 413 range. Okay, and then we continue back down. Okay, that's the best case scenario I can give you if you're a bull. However, I wouldn't count on it. If you're a bear, best case scenario, we just head straight down. Okay, if you're both, then you're just both. All right, you just look for either move in either direction. All right, if you want more proof, okay, if you want more proof that we are bearish and this is not enough, and you just have all the faith in the world that we are going to have some type of bear trap or something like that, looking at the weekly chart. On our weekly chart, we have an evening star pattern. Okay, our evening star pattern. All right, boom. You don't know what an evening star pattern is? Feel free to look it up, do your research on it. This is a bearish pattern, and bears are showing us that they are in control. Even if that's not enough, okay, even if that's not enough to show you that we are bearish heading into this week, we have a shooting star pattern on the monthly chart. And not only that, historically, September is the worst month out of the year for the stock market. Okay, so what more do you need? Now, as far as levels to look out for on the downside, 398 is your level to look out for as far as the SPY goes. If we break 398, we're going to see a lot of pain. Okay, so my targets are 398 and 390. Okay, my overall target on the SPY is 360. Okay, 360, but we'll get to that when we get there, if we get there. Right now, your targets to focus on towards the downside is a 398 break, and then we head to 390. I've been saying the same exact things in the Discord, so I'm very transparent with my moves. Okay, again, head and shoulders pattern, head, shoulder, shoulder, bearish engulfing pattern on the daily chart. Okay, on the weekly chart, evening star pattern, bearish pattern on the monthly chart. Shooting star pattern. The patterns are there. Not only that, but we rejected our 9 EMA. It just keeps going. Okay, if we look at the Nasdaq, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same exact thing. Okay, Everything the SPY is showing, the Nasdaq is showing as well. Head and shoulders pattern, bearish engulfing pattern, breaking our supply and demand zone. Okay, the move you want to look out for on the Nasdaq is a move down to 12,200, 12,100 range. That is the move that I am going to be expecting from the Nasdaq. All right. Even if we look at the weekly, same thing. All right, it just completely identical, guys. Completely identical. All right. If we look at the Dow Jones is already showing us that it is ready to break down already, and it is currently doing that. All right. We are still sitting at supply and demand. Let me actually look at a different chart. We are still sitting at supply and demand support, but I imagine we're going to break that. Okay. It's pretty clear that chances are we're going to break that zone. All right. So be on the lookout for that if you are into the Dow Jones. Okay, again, we can get some type of sympathy bounce. I mean, right here, maybe we get some type of double bottom here. Maybe we, bounce. We could get this move pre-market. I mean, not pre-market, after hours, and then we continue to head down. Either way, I would not be counting on any calls or being bullish for now. Okay, until it shows me different, I just can't be bullish. Okay, I can't be bullish heading into tomorrow. Okay, the trend is your friend, guys. All right, so hopefully you guys understand that. Bearish. Okay, that's me. Do your own DD. As far as the stocks go, AMD is the stock that I'm going to be looking at heading into tomorrow. Okay, heading into tomorrow. So I do kind of hope that we do get a sympathy bounce. That way I can get better entries and enter some puts. But if we don't, then just wasn't meant to happen. If we look at AMD, we have our tweezer top pattern. Let's actually get a closer look at this. We have our tweezer top pattern, which is a bearish pattern. Not only that, we rejected the upside. We rejected our 9 EMA. We rejected resistance. It just keeps going. Okay. There's no head and shoulders pattern here. I mean, it's pretty ugly, but as you guys can see, we have entered a complete downtrend. Okay, complete downtrend, and I do expect us to break this supply and demand zone. Okay, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Okay, so targets I am looking for on AMD is 88, 85, and 83. Okay, those are the levels I'm going to be looking for. I imagine we're going to gap down in the morning, so we may get those targets right away. Okay, hopefully we don't. Hopefully I can actually enter a play, but I wouldn't count on it. Okay, I just wouldn't count on it, but it would be great to enter in on AMD. Okay, 88, 85, 83 are my targets to the downside for AMD. I'm not even going to focus on the upside. Okay, now again, we can get some sympathy move. Okay, patterns aren't 100%. We bounce back up and then we break back down. Okay, we could get that move where we just form some type of double top here. Let's actually draw that out so you guys can actually understand what I'm talking about. We get some type of double top here and then we continue down. Okay, am I counting on that? Absolutely not, but it can happen. All right, it can happen. All right, weekly chart, it's all the same across the board. Okay, it's all the same across the board. Now if we look at Nvidia, same thing. You're seeing, if you look at across the board, guys, if you look at almost all the tech stocks, they are pretty much similar. Okay, I would be genuinely shocked if this is a bear trap. I just can't see this being a bear trap, especially based on what Jerome Powell said on Friday, where he said September, we have to wait on news, and September can be our worst month. Okay, and I believe the market is starting to price in September already. Okay, again, historically, September is our worst month within the stock market year. Okay, historically, this has been known. Is it 100%? No, but it happens way more often than not. Okay, so Nvidia, same exact thing. My targets on Nvidia will be 155 and 150. Not only that, but I just think Nvidia is currently overpriced right now. Again, we have broken trend. We have a bearish engulfing pattern here. AMD is showing the exact same thing where we are bearish. Everything is bearish. So again, 155, 150 are my targets. Okay, we have a gap fill here down below on our daily chart. What just happened there? Boom. Okay, I think that's going to be filled easily. If anything, I think we're just going to gap completely down. Okay, could I be wrong? Sure, but based on this, we've already broken our support. I mean, we've broken support here. Look at it. Look at our supply and demand zone. Okay, the more support that's broken or resistance that's broken, the more bearish you should be. Okay, we've broken supply and demand. We've broken our trend line. We are demolishing the downside. We've been demolishing every single wall towards the downside on Nvidia. Okay, all across the board. Okay, and one of my favorite plays this week, heading into this week, besides AMD, is going to be Meta. Okay, the reason being is, if we look at Meta Friday, it barely moved. Okay, it made a move, but it barely moved. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, it didn't move as much as you thought it would compared to other stocks. Okay, not only that, but I've been showing you guys all these head and shoulders patterns and all these supply and demand zones that's been broken across the board, but Meta has yet to do that. Meta has not broken its supply and demand zone. I believe we're going to gap down. If we do gap down, I will be looking for puts on Meta, and my targets are 150. Not only that, we have a bearish engulfing pattern here as well. The sellers are here. The sellers are showing that they're in complete control. Head and shoulders pattern. Haven't broken our supply and demand zone. I truly believe we're going to gap straight down, and then from there I will be looking at puts. Not only that, I do believe Meta is overpriced. Okay, until we get some news on Metaverse, I just see no reason for Meta to be this high. Not only that, but TikTok is controlling the social media space right now. I believe TikTok is just completely destroying Meta at everything. Okay, so TikTok is just a way more popular platform right now, and until Meta has some type of news on Metaverse or does something drastic, I believe it's overpriced. And my long-term target on Meta is 120. Okay, that is the long-term move I'm going to be looking for. I just don't see it. Okay, I just don't see why Meta should be this high. It's terrible. Okay, it's just a terrible. All right, you get the idea. Okay, you get the idea. All right, Apple. Someone was asking me about Apple, so I'm just gonna go over it now. Same thing across the board. I mean, it's just what more? If everything else hasn't told you anything, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same exact thing, and Apple has yet to break supply and demand, but I imagine it's going to happen pretty easy. Okay, head and shoulders pattern. It's clear as day. Okay, and I believe Apple is just bound to go down back to that 150 at lowest. I imagine it will be going down to 140. If we draw this trend here, same thing. Okay, same thing. We've broken our trend line. We have a bearish engulfing pattern. I mean, look at this. Look at how this candle is completely devouring this green candle. I mean, the sellers are here all across the market, guys. So if you can do calls if you want to. I hope you're doing scalps. Okay, I really hope you're doing scalps, because there's no reason, there's no way you can look at these charts right now and be bullish in any way, shape, or form. I just believe if you are, you're just hoping. Okay, you're just playing off hopium or whatever the case may be, or you're revenge trading. There's just no reason to be bullish in this market right now. Okay. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. Hopefully this video helped. Like, subscribe, comment. Again, I am bearish. Okay, I am bearish. The trend is your friend, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. I've said that already. I'm going to just end the video here. See you next time.